Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and slayers of all ages, and welcome back to Dead Cells. It's been a long bit.
The deadest of cells.
Thanks to the most indecisive of Kibas.
That conversation had one answer 5 times, my dude. 5.
Oh, you little indecisive man. Anyway, hello, welcome back to Dead Cells. It's been a while and I don't remember why we stopped playing. Though it's not like this was a let's play, it was just kind of me playing the game because there's not... I do, however, not necessarily remember the controls as well as I should. Luckily, I don't have the kill yourself sword.
If I recall correctly, most of the controls were labeled on the screen because they're ability-based.
They're predominantly on the face buttons, so... with certain exceptions.
One's your melee button-ish, one's your range button-ish, and then the other two are like...
I mean... Square and circle... Square and triangle can be used for more than one thing. Oops. Can be used for more than one thing. So, like, I can have square and triangle be both melee, or just one melee and one close range.
Yeah. Those are your primary slots and your sub-slots.
Ow. One of the first things I find, and it's an elite enemy.
It's a bad way to get back into it.
Yes, it is. I did, however, get the Kamehameha. So that's nice.
Ooh. The ice one or the normal one?
Oh no, this isn't the Kamehameha. This is Wrath of God from Dark Souls.
Got you.
I found it! And big numbers make me sad, because I know it's not good to start back up with that. Especially when I've taken as much damage as I have. So better for the oiled sword. Yeah, I guess I'll swap the ice crossbow for the whip. Oh, as much as I don't remember liking the whip all that much, but I'm liking the whip right about now.
I remember the biggest issue with the whip was that it didn't stun bigger enemies, so... But it like...
I think certain things... I think certain things may have been buffed.
It's entirely possible.
Like, because there are some stats that I'm looking at that are higher than they used to be around this same time. Like, I'm getting... Instead of getting, instead of starting and it's... You don't really get a lot for,
It has no updates, so... If it did,
it might have been
like
hotfixes.
Yeah, it might have been a server patch considering it is connected to a server. For, like, high score challenges and stuff. Which is always on.
Yeah.
Unless you're offline, which you're not. That's different.
But it's sure gonna feel like I am, considering the fact that this account technically doesn't have online.
It's still connected, though.
Yeah, it's still connected, but I am not technically online.
Yeah, no.
All right. Fuck it. I was low on life and there was a bunch of different paths that I hadn't gone to yet in the first area, but like I feel like in this particular case, the more crap I can do, the better. Shoots an arrow in front of you, causes bleed. Okay. Causes poison. Victim emits a toxic cloud when I hit them with Wave of Denial. Nice.
It's better than nothing.
It's actually very good. Saves me once, because I'm going to suck and die a bunch. And my assist is back. I need the I need the revive. I need the one time, not a Capriel. Promenade of the Condemned. I had no reason to go that far up. Well, I got the gardener's key. Luckily, I don't remember what that does, so there's a brand new world for everyone. I'm cursed. Shit. Man, it's really unfortunate that I consistently forget that cursed things are bad.
Yep.
Considering that I'm pretty sure every run I've ever done of this game, cursed things are bad. That's a matter of opinion.
I mean, once you unlock them, yeah, because they're not unlocked at the very start. After the first boss, I think there's one curse to start being a thing. But the first boss is not hard, just annoying.
Now, the problem is the fact that I'm one hit and
don't remember a bunch of the stuff.
yeah, and a lot of these things are not things I remember well.
I remember certain things that are like, I hate them, but I don't remember why, and usually it's because it lobs stuff at you and then they explode very, very quickly. But I think that's like the second or third area, not the first.
Alright, I only need one more kill. Ah, oh, damn it, I got exploded.
Oh, no.
I lost my first death coming back to the game.
It's gonna happen after you haven't touched the game once.
Yeah, in an unknown amount of time. All I know is been a minute. I don't know how many of those are. So, alright, balance blade, electric whip.
Seems very interesting. In the words of my father, don't die. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Ow. Dick. Ooh, item. I think I'm gonna go with the firebrand over the whip.
Say, fire purple is one of the.
It's just a dot, but like.
That dot can start doing massive damage instead of oil.
Yeah, it's 8 damage per second, but like that's per second. Per second is usually pretty decent. Infantry bow.
Nice.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I want the. Right now, I have a fire thing, and the infantry bow, just because my other option is does more when I take damage, and taking damage isn't necessarily a good thing for me. Ow. I don't think I want to go this way. Ooh, level up. 60. And I just got a message asking if I want to do smite things tonight. I just got a message from someone asking if I wanted to play smite.
That's not surprising.
Considering, again, one of the very, very few games we have that we can have a large group of people play. Root grenade. I kind of want the death orb, I'm gonna be honest.
Actually, that's a good question now that you brought that up.
Brought what up?
How big are parties in fucking...
4.
4? Oh.
Yeah.
Slightly better than Destiny, but still not great. Not as big as 5. Paladins in Overwatch were 6.
Overwatch is 6, yeah, I don't know about Paladins, because...
I think Paladins is 6.
Because I went back to play Paladins pretty recently, and it had a problem with it consistently crashing.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
Like, very consistent. Like, you know, in the very, very first few seconds of the very, very first game, the application closed. And told me that it was because the game server was screwed up. I think it might be a plan to do this for maybe like half a stream, and then the other half I'll go weaken those smite for a little bit. Ooh, that does damage! Inflicts 75 to 173 damage per second for 15 seconds. If I could freeze things, that would be insane. You know what? I'm gonna get efficiency. Increase the... or decreases the cooldown of Death Orb. It's weird. Before the stream, my dog was snoring. Now that I am streaming again, he's quiet. He's perfectly peaceful. Which makes me wonder what he did.
And then he wakes up.
He's perfectly peaceful, which makes me wonder, what the hell did you do? Not because Derp is prone to doing things, but because he's never tranquil unless he has a damn good reason. Usually it's just because he's tired, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes some crimes go step into the cracks.
I should probably do that.
What?
I just realized I had a dinosaur on turret mode and on aggressive, and I'm thinking,
on turret mode.
So the thing is when a baby pops out, it's not owned by anybody, which is considered hostile, which means that my fucking turret would have lit its ass up if I had not just realized it.
Hey,
very, very
if you
sad.
forget to reset your dinosaurs, sometimes they'll decimate and murder their babies.
Well, not their babies, it's other babies.
I mean...
I'm sure that, yeah, they probably do to theirs too, but theirs are live births, those are eggs. They're not mammals.
This is a very weird system I've got going. Yeah. I throw fire grenades at you. And also an arrow. And then I can shoot an arrow at you as well. For maximum range. Which is funny because they both scale off of both my technician as well as my strength. So it's not just like, oh, I have range, so I only really have to build up the range stat. Nah. Not even close. Anything better? No, that's actually significantly worse. Alright. Fine, bye.
Bye. die, please?
Uh-oh.
It might just take up internet if it's my internet or yours. God damn!
Let's swap out our sword. Gives me some.
Oh, great.
What?
I think it's my ping. I'm at 150. It's a good thing that I wasn't setting up play thing then, because my internet wants to fuck up.
Kiba.
Yeah, you're skipping now. Great.
Damn it, Kibanet.
Even worse when I probably move out, but you know, that's even greater.
Why would it be worse when you move out?
Because I'm not going to be able to afford top tier internet because I'll be worried about actually.
That's
paying
considered
bills.
top tier internet?
It's better than shit. It's better than like
Our internet is
Comcast
internet.
or
actually, Mel and Vel have Comcast, and they only very much so enjoy it.
Comcast sucks in a large quantity of the fucking United States.
Well, apparently Florida's
Comcast
that one
is
place.
straight garbage.
Either Florida's the one place where it doesn't suck ass, or they won't notice.
Well, I know at least 3 different people from different parts of the country that are like, no, Comcast sucks. Like, super.
I wish I had that next ability, but I don't even remember where I'm supposed to get it. Is there any reason for it? No. Clap. Increase strength. What is the reason why this sword is, inflicts a critical hit if you have an active speed buff? Why do I have an active speed buff?
An active speed buff? I mean, that's a new one to me. I don't remember that being a thing.
I have the Swift Blade. I also got way farther in this game than you.
You got 1 item ahead of me last I saw, or last I checked, because that boss that you had to kill, but to get that item gives me a lot of shit. The way I play, he doesn't, he completely counters. So it's like after the first boss, I have to then completely throw everything about the set that allowed me to kill him away so that I can try to actually.
You don't
kill
have to
the
throw
next boss.
everything, just, you know.
No, everything. The way
Oh,
I
right,
play.
I got to the Clock Tower Guardian. Which was quite farther than you. That was, I think, a lot farther than you.
No, it's like 2 bosses.
Nothing there.
It's the second boss away from where I am. Where I was. Last I remember. I don't actually remember exactly where it was. I just remember I was a couple bosses behind you.
Alright, I have now the highest level of Estus. Ooh, the victim's remains explode for my swift sword. And I have efficiency. I have burn, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep burn.
I mean, that depends on the other elements of the stuff you have, slash if it has other elements.
I don't think I have other elements that I have access to. No, I do. I have a fire grenade that also causes poison. So sadism is actually really good.
I mean, if I recall correctly, one of my favorite things is getting the bomb that freezes things and then does more damage.
I also have a bomb that roots enemies, but I don't actually have it active right now. I have the fire bomb that happens to have, when it hits, it emits a toxic cloud, and I have shadow ball. Slow as hell, but really hurts. You know, exactly like the Pokemon move Shadow Ball. I'm fairly certain it gets, I don't think it gets last priority, but it's definitely not first. But it is very strong. So if it did get first priority, that'd be a little overpowered. And it would make ghost types even better than they are. They're already pretty goddamn good.
Speaking of priority, in Final Fantasy VII, limit breaks take priority over everything, which makes me then curious to know if Cloud's limit break has priority.
If every limit break has priority, then it would make sense.
Well, in the game it does. I don't know if that translates to Smash. Because
I don't think so, because I don't think
there are priorities in that game. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think. Do other Final Smashes have priority?
It's not a Final Smash. It's one of his attacks.
What the hell is his Final Smash then? I thought his Final Slash was Omni Slash.
No, not. Yeah, it's Omni Slash.
Which is his limit break.
Down is finishing touch. Side
so
is
his kit is limit breaks.
Yeah, he has a limit break bar. So when it fills up, he gets the limit break version of those abilities.
That sounds neat, but also kind of convoluted. But it also makes sense considering character.
Yeah. He has many limit breaks.
It'd be neat if they did like a thing where he has multiple Final Smashes, though understandably that'd be insane to code.
All things considered, Ryu has multiple Final Smashes, and I still have yet to know exactly how the fuck you pull off which one.
You know,
yeah, he has the Shin Shoryuken, or he has the ultimate Hadouken.
Tenshin Hadouken.
Yeah. He has either
I don't actually know if it's called the Tenshin Hadouken. That's how I know.
That's what you call it.
that's how I know it. Really liking the Swift Blade right about now.
If I recall correctly, Swift Blade was a pretty nice one. Though I did really like the daggers in that fucking game. Like, daggers were sick as shit.
I obtained Knife Dance. Knife Dance is better than my Firebomb, nowhere near as good as Death Orb. So I'll get rid of the Firebomb.
Test it before you know, leave. Unless you're speedrunning, which then you don't have time. I'm assuming you're not doing that.
I mean, if I was, I would already have fucked it up dramatically because I'm at like I'm at 12 minutes already. In a speed run, if you're at 12 minutes, you've already fucked up completely. You've already vastly screwed up the entire run somewhere. Like, I'm trying to play the game fast, but I'm not trying to, like,
not that fast.
Speed run fast.
Not get the extra rewards for being super, super fucking reckless.
Though, because of my sword, I do want to be fast. Like, I want to be as fast as I can because it gains a damage boost when I am as fast as I can be.
Oh, yeah, I didn't say if you had the speed thing, which yeah.
But I have a speed boost, which I get for killing things in quick succession. So, being fast makes me also do more damage, which makes me faster.
Yeah,
so, goal is to be quick and fast.
I thought that was actually a state in that game.
Alright, boss fight. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo. I'm just gonna get 30% more HP. HP restored! This poor dog is trying to sleep, and I feel like I'm being such a pain in the ass to him.
Are you toying with him?
No, but I'm making noise.
Yeah, they ignore it. Dogs are very good at that.
I really should change my death orb so that it's not based on when targets are frozen, but rather when they're bleeding.
Yeah, I guess you have another setup for bleed. Or just so you can stack multiple things.
Just because I have the kunai, and the kunai, the knife dance, causes bleed. Like, it'll always cause bleed, so it would make more sense for me to have an ability that does more based off of when something's bleeding, rather than an ability that does more based off when something is frozen, when I can't cause freeze.
I mean, you can re-roll it.
I know, I'm just in the middle of a boss fight right now, so I'd have to wait. I'm sorry, game, please? Excuse you?
What the fuck? That is the vaguest description of a base I have ever fucking heard. Hell, I'm in somebody's base that looks nice, with all sorts of creatures. Yes. Yes. We're not helping.
Ooh, he ran into my thing. Death orb, it moves at the speed of...
It's not.
Yeah, it moves at the speed of not existing. But it does a lot of damage. Alright, I got a legendary giant sword, so I'm just gonna stick with the giant sword now, because giant swords are giant and great. Even though this is called the broadsword. The only thing about it that makes it a broadsword is it's the size of some broad. Somebody once told me this was a good idea. They were wrong. I'm gonna freaking die soon, I'm sure. I wish I knew how to get the wall climb. Or wall jump, or wall, whatever the hell it is. Wow!
Was it I can't remember if it was a cling or a jump.
I don't know to begin with. Oh, sweet. I still got a minute to open this door. Give me all of your dead cells. Give them to me. I really like how much power I have at the moment because of this stupid death orb. And this giant fuck-off sword. It's very nice. You know, metaphorically speaking, it's a giant fuck-off sword. It can't actually be very kind, but it's, giant swords. Easy way to measure how badass somebody is. Clearly, it is the best way to measure the badassitude of somebody. How big is their sword?
They get pissed off because mine is the longest.
Did you just quote a JT Machinima song?
Did. It's a
Nice.
Dark Souls one too.
It is.
Can't remember if it's 2 or 3, but it's one of them.
It's 3. Prepare to Die is the Dark Souls 2 one, and it's more of like a depressing one. Like the tone is much sadder sounding. That was Darkness Falling, which is the one for 3.
Yeah, that's 2.
Darkness Falling is 3. Prepare to Die is 2.
The Cinder was the
Lord
third
of Cinder. Lords of Cinder are in 3. Darkness Falling, he's fighting the dancer. You should go back and watch the videos, Quava.
Oh yeah, because it was I Must Rekindle. Okay, so yeah, it is.
I must rekindle. Yeah.
Well, the reason is because they made a second song after that, which is also of it, but it's the exact opposite chorus of that. It's
the newest one.
These embers that dwindle.
The newest one they've made is So they made Dark Souls 1, which is Undead Lullaby. Dark Souls 2, which is Prepare to Die. Dark Souls 3 is Darkness Falling, and the last one that I know is Dark Souls Acoustic, which is a bit of a mixture between all of them. To an extent, at least. It's not like a one-to-one, but there are pieces from each song. Wow. Well, this isn't good. I took damage. Oh, this is fine. Just get back 50% of my health by eating a floor turkey. I have a somewhat obtuse amount. Coming to the party, I am only but a lonely slime. You're fine. Give me a second. When I get to a midway, I'll send an invite, because I'm being timed at the moment. Because of how the game is, not even because I'm trying to speedrun. Just because this game times you. Yoshi wants an invite to the chat. Yeah. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. Drink to what is going to be a fallen skill. Oh, good. I'm glad this thing hits behind me. Never mind! Well, I kind of need... I need the level up. I don't need that, nor do I want it. That's nice, I guess. I got a ton of money back.
Yeah, I don't know why this person decided it was a good idea to jump into the final DLC is the first thing you do in this game.
Hey. It's fine in some games. Not many, but some.
Not in a survival game. There's so many things in here that they're not gonna understand.
Did I not just get you one from the store?
Yeah, but it's for Mom.
Oh. Fridge. Fridge. I'm locked.
It's kind of busy.
Sorry. Well, don't be an idiot when you're walking on a bed. That's a first way to screw yourself up. Drink and keep going.
Oh, you reminded me. I still need to do that.
Do what?
I need to.
Oh, Dark Souls? Yeah. Drunk Souls?
Yeah, Drunk Souls. If you can't take the things, I need to fucking rip the audio. The hard way.
It'd be very difficult if you were using my computer, because it won't let you.
Just want to have a podcast while I work. Because working is boring.
I mean, that happens when nothing happens.
That's what happens when you run a, or you're like deep in a labor job. It's boring. Not
well, that was.
I can't continue to do it. It's just boring.
That was an interesting thing I just did. So you know how long it takes for you to swing the broadsword? Mm-hmm. During a jump,
okay.
or during a climb, kind of, yeah. I was in the middle of climbing up a chain, and I did a chain jump cancel.
Nice.
Chain jump attack cancel. Never realized how good kettle corn was until today.
Oh shit. Harmony of Despair. You could do that in Harmony of Despair too.
Yes, we could, and I remember us abusing it extensively.
It's not really it's not an abuse. They designed it that way because that was the way it worked in the old games.
It's an abuse if it helps you beat the game much faster. I don't want vampirism. It's not good.
It's obviously not that much of one because of the fact that they.
My sister has enlightened me. What do you mean kettle corn, Yoshi? Said kettle. He has never realized how good kettle corn is. But like, do you mean like popcorn or? Do you mean like the candy, popcorn? What are we What are you talking about? I don't know. I can't remember. I am dumb, especially today. Gravity's a bitch. Forgotten Spulcher? I don't know. Alright, I am in the middle of a safe zone, so uno momento, amigos.
Go black for a second, probably.
And it's immediately back. I have 50 dead cells!
Nice.
Spreads flammable oil. Victims burn. Alright. Okay, there we go. 100% damage to enemies who are poisoned. Poisoned is good. It's sweet. Oh, the popcorn. It's sweet and salty. Gotcha.
Indeed.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Do I? Oh, fuck. I do need this. That's unfortunate.
Just playing Dead Cells, and I'm just doing stuff.
I need it, but I don't want it. So I'm gonna suffer because I'm dumb. I really like the setup I have, so instead of getting the thing that helps me with this area intensely, I'm gonna not.
What's the thing that helps you that area intensely?
There is an area where there's miasma everywhere.
Oh, that. Yeah.
And it's like, hey, here's a little lantern. If you get the little lantern, your life is really easy because, you know, you don't have to deal with the bullshit that is miasma. If you don't have the little lantern, you have to deal with the bullshit that is miasma. Because with the little lantern, you can throw more other, like, the bigger lanterns around to give you a safe zone. But if you don't have it, it doesn't matter. It's in, like, depending on how much money you have, I think depends on how much the gate is, but it's just a purchase gate thing. That's at the start of the zone.
I've skipped it every time we got to that area.
Or you may have not gotten to this area.
No, I totally have, because I've dipped through the miasma. I usually just run through that area very quickly, so I don't have to.
I mean, the point is for you to run through this area very quickly because it sucks. But yeah.
The only time I don't is whenever
more dead cells. That's actually worth my gold. I was 100% gonna be like, yeah, that's worth my souls. More souls.
My GP stands for gold points.
Or guild points, depending on what game you're playing.
Dude, that was reference in 7. But yeah, guild points is also a thing as well. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was a thing in a mystery dungeon.
That's not the only thing. It's also a thing, I think, in 12.
Still wanna fucking Nintendo, please, for the love of God. Or no, not Nintendo. It's fucking Game Freak. Fucking.
I mean, Game Freak might as well be owned by Nintendo. It's practically a subsidiary at this point. They make all of the Pokemon games. Nintendo releases all of the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Ow. I indulged in so much kettle corn. I just read your comment. You've indulged in so much kettle corn. I'm eating caramel corn right now. Anybody remember that shitty, I think it was usually, yeah, and it was bad, like really, really bad?
It's not, though. It's just a lot of people hate it.
It just doesn't taste good, necessarily, especially after a while.
It's basically just sugar and resin.
Yes, Kibo, resin.
That's what it is.
It's not called pine resin. The only useful kind.
Well, I don't know what kind. I don't know if it's pine resin. That's why I just said resin in general. Because I'm
God damn it!
Sure what it is.
Yes, but you ignored my joke, Koiba. Really? I still have 50 seconds to open this door? That's lenient.
Do it.
I've gone through most of this frickin' level. I've gone through most of the level, and it's like, hey, you still got 50 seconds to open this door. Yeah, but why though? Why do I still have time to open this door?
Because you do.
Yeah, because this game doesn't understand how its own speedrunning works.
That's neat.
The game has a built-in mechanic where the faster you go, the better you do, because you
get more stuff.
You'll get benefits. But like, when the game's like, hey, you're trying to go really fast. Here's about a minute extra for you to do whatever it is you're trying to do. Derpy, you're being strange, pup. Open the door with the crypt key. More strength for brutality. Ah, fuck. Ah, jeez. There's two mages side by side, or at least diagonal from each other in a small corridor, and they just like akimbo blasted me. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right about now. Yikers. Oh, also, Double J uploaded a video today for the Switch version of Smite. Unfortunately, it's not actually available for everyone. So either he bought it or he was given a free copy from Low Res.
So is it like a beta or?
Sort of. It's the Smite closed. It's called the Smite closed demo, but it's you only get access to it. Yeah, it's effectively a live PTS.
Get access to it.
Yeah, so you buy like the Founders Pack. You buy the Founders Pack, which is the God Pack, but early, and it gives you the God Pack, 2 skins and gems, and
yeah, it's only 400 gems too. It ain't even that much.
Yeah, so that's you pay extra, you get that, and then it's just a matter of if it's relevant to you to join in for that. If not, well...
The only thing is I don't really care about all the gods because I already have all the gods. I want my stuff transferred over. I'd only buy the Ultimate God Pack if I can guarantee not to get, like, my stuff transferred over 1 and 2. I actually intend to play it on that more than the console that I have put my money, time, and effort into.
I mean, it's possible you would.
Oh no, I would still play it, but I'm not gonna, like, if I have the option.
You're not going to spend as much time extensively on it. Like, it's not going to be like, hey, I'm waiting.
I'm not gonna have.
I'm at work. Let me play Smite.
I'm not gonna have to fucking grind another 100,000 favor in advance for unlocking characters on the Switch version when I could just wait for them to come out on my console and then just play it on that instead.
Oh no, Scott.
I am excited to play it on Switch just because of the fact that I can still play it if I'm not at home. So like if I go out or something, like if we were to go away on vacation or something.
You can play it on the shitter.
Yes, Kiba, because that's the first place you're gonna think I should play Smite here.
Skill, that's how they advertise the Switch.
As unfortunate as it is, yeah, I know.
They did. They totally advertised it as something that someone could play on the shitter.
You can play this in the bathroom. Yeah, but like, I feel like there's certain games you shouldn't.
I also feel like a lot of people would be very, very disgusted by the fact that people brought their Switch into the bathroom, even though some people's bathrooms are cleaner than their fucking shoes.
Yeah, that's a weird sentence.
It's true.
That doesn't matter. The point is, it's a weird sentence.
One of the dirtiest things.
The point is, that shit's weird. Even if it's 100% accurate, it's still strange. Alright, I'm unsure as to where the hell I have to go. Another news, water is wet, sky is blue. Oh fuck, my thing... There we go.
Great.
Yep. I mean, oh, that's the clock room.
Oh god, not that boss. Fuck that boss.
Oh my god.
Ah, they died. To what, you may ask? Unfortunately, they they kind of died to running at me because Poison Cloud. Though my weapon that I got from the boss was Vampirism, and that's not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. Clock room. Luckily, like, I'm doing very good on this run, so that's good. Unfortunately, I'm still lost, and I have 138 dead cells that I just kind of can't use. Which is a little unfortunate. Huh. All right. It's time for a death batter! Not really. It's time to fight the timekeeper. Ah, shit! Ow. Ow. Shit! This boss is kicking my ass.
Oh. Oh, you gotta kill it.
Shit. Let's finish this. Stage 2. Ready? Falling swords. Shit. Shit, times 8. Oh crap, I died with so many dead cells on me. Oh, that hurt. Die with over 100 dead cells in your possession.
That's quite a good unlocks. Considering that game has quite a lot of unlocks.
I didn't even get anything for it other than a trophy. Let's try it. Hey, look, a death ball. Sure. I am so mad at this game. I gotta poop works. That's a really weird way to put that, Blaker. Increase movement speed for 5 seconds after killing an enemy with Death Orb. Seems fine. Crit hits deal 20% more damage. That's good. And enemies explode when slashed by the giant Q sword.
Nice. Oh, that's not bad.
At least 2 enemies near me. Shit. There is no enemy near me. That doesn't help. If you're closer to deployed skill after killing, after parrying. I guess I'll just boost my HP for now. I mean, while playing Smite on the Switch. Ah. Oh, okay. Blaker was saying, for someone who has Smite on the Switch, it would be, I'm so mad at this game, I gotta poop. It works. Fact.
I think it was more along the lines of, oh no, this game is being drug out. Oh no, I have to crap.
It depends on who you are. I'm so sad I lost that many dead cells that I couldn't put toward, like, the blacksmith thing. But now, because I have the Cursed Blade, it is 100% time to try to speedrun. I don't think I meant to do that. Oh, cool. Ooh, 50% damage to a poison target. That's pretty good.
Oh my god, man, you can really just
I turned around at some point, and when I went to shoot my arrow, I ended up not hitting the enemy and dying because of it.
Ooh,
The sadness. Oh, and I don't even have that much money. Spear. Crossbow. Poke him to death!
Poke him in the face.
Unfortunately, the spear for starting, not the greatest. Not the worst, but not the greatest.
Yeah.
As a starting weapon, it's not that awesome. If it was like,
if you randomly get that first boss weapon, like that's pretty kick-ass. I don't remember what kind of a weapon it was, but I remember it being awesome as fuck.
huh?
The first boss.
Oh, I got a parry.
A really nice sword, and you can start out randomly with that sword. It's really good. Oh wait, no, it wasn't a sword. It was a spear. It was like a god spear, though.
That's the, I think that's the spear I'm using right now. It's just the boss versions are much, much, much better because they have lots of buffs on them. When you get a weapon from a boss, it's a really, really good weapon. If you just get a weapon for starting, that's not gonna be the greatest. Unless it's a cursed sword, then its base damage is really high, so like that's really good. But like other than that, it's not the greatest.
That's up.
Can I get an item? I did. Ooh, Bow of the Endless Quiver. That's going over the shield. Be really nice if I could get a new weapon sometime soon. Get modifiers. I launched 2 grenades with 2 different weapons. Nice. I have a spear, and the upgrade I got for it makes it launch a grenade for 22 damage, and I got an upgrade for my bow that makes it so that every time I shoot an arrow, I launch a grenade for 19 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Having double projectiles is always super handy. Unless it's the throws a knife and it's like, it's not a straight knife, it's the fucking curved knife.
I mean, that's what it is for bombs.
Yeah.
A little bit of a curve on it.
Oh yeah, it throws a knife or whatever.
Fact.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
At a time, at a time. 15 seconds! Ah! Nerves of Steel. It's not as good as the one I have now, unfortunately. Fortunately, the having a grenade randomly pop off from my lance every time I poke someone with it definitely helps with the whole damage thing. Because without that, the spear's damage right now, it's still not very good. Oh, cool. Level up. Better be a chest at the end of this tunnel, or I'm gonna be a little upsetty. There's a fucking shop. God damn it.
There's something at the end of the tunnel.
It's just not good.
It's better than a dead end, or where a shop would be, but it isn't currently.
I mean, it's in certain ways it kind of is. Oh wow! So I noticed just now that Amy started streaming. She was streaming Overwatch though, so that lasted all of not even 20 minutes.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's super competitive, and she plays a lot of ranked, which means you're by base not having any fun while playing, and the Overwatch community is very sweaty in a lot of instances. So when she gets put up against comps that are like very heavy on tank or very heavy on dive, and they're actually good at it, because that's the comp they practice, or if it's not a team, it's just that's a comp that's very easy to play, she gets super pissed off to the point where she'll like throw her controller. And she started it was live for maybe 15 minutes, and it is gone.
Yeah, keep it. If the enemy team runs goats, then consider that a GG, because you're not gonna win. That's 3 tanks, 2 healers.
Yeah, I mean that is the ball meta.
And in Overwatch,
it's meat shields and fucking healers sitting behind them, and then you have everybody.
And in certain cases, like in Overwatch, you can do that and get away with it because like Zen does a lot of damage, and
even when he doesn't,
even after Bridget's been nerfed so much, she still does pretty decent damage against players.
She's still a tank. Well, kind of.
My buddy Matt is an Ana main, so yeah.
I could never get Ana because the whole just how fast fucking Overwatch moves, so I could never get it down.
I have problems with it because snipers. Even if that's not, even if you don't necessarily have to, it's still a position that's like a lot more. Be kind of patient before you shoot someone, which obviously doesn't work when you're me.
Oh no, he just spams it. But then again, he's also on PC.
So you can spam and get away. We are console. That's a whole different world. We'll be playing the exact same game, but the meta is completely different just because it's a different console. Oh, cool, magnet.
It's still the same. Well, it's competitive, like ranked and shit. It'll always be the same. It'll always be those. Until they do more nerfs and bullshit like that. Because apparently, Reaper, whatever his name is, he recently got buffed. But
yeah, no, he's super good now. His lifesteal got increased a shitload. To where now he's good at, he's better than just 1v1s.
I don't necessarily think so, though. I'd say like.
Well, that was the intent. He can still get fucked, but
he's also a squishy with 200 health.
Yeah, like his health pool didn't get any bigger, but if he hits somebody really hard,
he can get his health back much faster, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he can live a lot longer. Just means that he can survive after being fucked.
I'd say the only viable part about Reapers is ult, and that's it.
His
now with his
Death Blossom.
Yeah.
I mean, Death Blossom is good as an ability overall, so that kind of helps him a lot. It's really good for team fights.
Yeah, they've been slowly changing him, like, consistently since his, since he's been competitive. They've been slowly making him better.
Oh, I just realized why Amy is playing Overwatch. She's with her Overwatch group of ranked players, so she doesn't really. I've tried to go in game with them, and they don't play anything else. With the exception of like, hey, here's an event going on, and you can only get certain things like skins or something if you play the event, and the event is a PvE thing or something like that. Otherwise, it's quick play and ranked. Also known as the two least fun things in Overwatch.
Oh yeah, like yeah. The buddy that I was just talking about, he also had a clan. He was a leader, but he left it because the whole
got fed up.
Most of the team was inconsistent with like showing up to the sprint and all that.
Not surprising. A lot of people don't like when the time is tied. You know, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, so he left, and then Marvel buddy left.
The only time you can really focus on that is if either you have a night shift job, so you don't really have to make sure, like, if it's like, hey, you just sit at a desk and you don't really do anything, maybe. But if you have like an actual job where you actually have to do stuff during the day, then it's not necessarily possible to have a real competitive ready for almost like ready for pro league kind of team, because normal people can't do that while also having jobs.
Oh fuck.
You just
I don't have a saddle for this bear. I forgot to pull.
Why do you have a bear?
I told you earlier I was gonna get a giant bee.
So why do you have a bear?
Cause that's the only thing that can attack the highest without getting me instantly killed.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
Instantly.
But very, very, very quickly.
Yeah, like two or three sets, and even a 400 health carrier will die to stings, and that's without the things that I'm trying to fight coming out and whooping my ass. So.
Oh my gosh.
I need a fucking saddle though. I don't know if I have another saddle. That's the issue though. I think I might have to make one.
Yeah, it seems like most of the time when people want to do like super like, hey, we're going to just play competitive and try to actually get good enough to be, you know, high comp or pro, you're automatically going to have a bad time because of the fact that if you have anyone in your team that has any kind of real job or goes to school, you are automatically down at least one player. And if they're the only player in a certain role for your team, you're incredibly screwed. Yeah, like if you have someone who's only like their only real thing they play is support, or the thing that their intention on the team is support, then you better have a backup or two, because otherwise you are not actually going to be playing with that person nearly as often as you seem to think, because life gets in the way, and that's, you know, actually a problem. Oh shit.
You can't play this like it's a full-time job, get out.
Yeah. Fortunately, that's a real thing with some people. Straight up delete you if you can't play the game as work.
You can't actually have work.
Yeah.
Normal.
If you can't play the game as work, I don't want to be your friend. I've actually had several people do that.
Fire bear saddle, 100 CP, fiber, and 100 hide. Is that a pocket? Oh, that's a pocket. Okay. Just need 100 CP. Boom, fire bear saddle.
Weirdly enough, for certain people I know, I'm surprised there are not more people who've deleted me because I don't want to do comp as much.
Gonna say, I just want to play things casually. And
if I want to play the game to have fun, if that makes me someone you don't want to hang out with, then that's a you problem, not a me problem. And I don't really care about your problem, so feel free to go away.
I like the whole have fun thing, because, you know, I don't like to be serious. However, if I was given a chance to actually be like a pro player, I'd definitely take that opportunity.
I would, but I have certain downsides to make it so that it's very difficult to borderline impossible for me to do it.
Yeah.
So like, for me, it's better to just play casual unless there's like, if there's something I want bad enough, like if they say announced, like if I cared about Guan Yu, the Guan Yu skin you get for getting 75 wins in Season 5 in Ranked, then I might care. Because it does look pretty cool. It's just a matter of I don't play Guan Yu, so I really don't care.
Sorry about that, someone asked me a question.
Yeah, because they gave Guan Yu, like, hey, he gets a really cool looking gladiator skin if you got 75 wins in Ranked, but like,
ugh.
I don't give a fuck about playing Guan Yu, so I don't really give a shit whether or not I get a Guan Yu skin for winning in Ranked. Like, if it was like Arachne or AMC, then maybe. But Guan Yu, I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, if it's an Arachne skin, then even you can technically get 70. Like, it's reasonable to get 75 wins before the next season starts because duel is a thing. So you just have to play a bunch of duel, and you can get the skin that way, because it doesn't matter what mode you get the wins in, just that you get the wins.
Yeah, but I gotta hope I can win.
I mean, to an extent, it's you probably shouldn't be playing ranked unless you're very confident in how you play. Like, if you're very confident in, say, 1 or 2 given characters, or properly, like, at least 12, and at least 3 of them are characters that can do multi-role well, they don't need to be in the meta, because duels meta is not a meta anyone actually needs to know, because it's just 1v1. So it's kind of, if you can play a character and get a very good 1v1, even if someone's ahead of you,